Pardon me while I choose an element of hydration. Hey, I took my own advice, y'all, and I'm listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack this morning. I love it. And now it's why can't I remember the name of it? It'll come to me. Aquarius. Okay, what's up? Gonna go to the place that's the best. Oh, why didn't I show y'all? Oh, damn. Pardon me, y'all. Spirit in the Sky. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Hell yeah. Aquarius. It is your reading this morning, my dear. Water bearer activities. I wasn't. Ooh. Samikiel. And he's like, gotta have a friend in Jesus. I'm pretty sure the first time I heard it was when I was watching Maximum Overdrive. It's one of my favorite movies. Gonna go when you die. When you die and they lay you to rest, you're gonna go to the place that's the best. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. First quarter moon. I feel like we are there or that just passed. And the first house. They both came out together. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. And what's at the bottom? Oh, I'm Delilah, 8th house moon rabbit. Very happy to have you here. Good morning. I hope you have a wonderful week and had a wonderful weekend. That's reverse order. He's gonna send me up to the spirit in the sky. Oh. Ah. Do 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 do. And I see the Spider-Man. I think that probably even the youngest of us would remember. I think it qualifies as a meme, even though it's moving media. I realize that I'm not entirely sure what makes a meme a meme. I gotta look that up. Okay, Doctor Strange. I love it. And the Labyrinth. Ooh, did I show you at the bottom is Kanye West? And underneath that is Linkin Park, which is so crazy because I heard I'm Lost. Just that part of that song. I'm Lost. And here we have The Labyrinth. Sam Cooke, I think. Doctor Strange. You know what? Doctor Strange seems like an Aquarian figure. About leaving me behind. Oh, bring it to me. The Chariot. For some reason, Aquarius, the Light Seeker deck seemed like The 1 for the water bearer. That's a lot of cards. I might have to keep them too, because they do not look haphazard. All right, let me move this. I give you jewelry and money too. That ain't all I do for you. Bring it to me. Begging. And not dry begging either. The Chariot. Is somebody begging you? Aquarius boo? You know I'll always be your slave till I'm buried in my grave. 3 of Swords. 6 of Cups, dear. Yeah. 5. It's almost a countdown. Well, it is. It is a countdown. Except it's a countdown interrupted. 7 is the Chariot. Then the 3 of Swords, which is the interruption. 6 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. Definite in the doghouse energy. And here is the Queen of Wands. And I almost said that I feel like that's you. But something made me hesitate. 6 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low. Why not, baby? No matter how far. 6 of Wands, which is your axis sign is what I will call it, because I can't remember whether your sister sign is the one that's ruled by the same planet, and I don't think anybody else is ruled by Uranus as you. I think you're like Sagittarius in that. Six of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. No wind nor rain. And underneath that is Duma, which is the angel of dreams. And under that, Phanuel, angel of truth. Kanye West puts on his Kanye vest to go on his Kanye quest to take his Kanye test. I don't know why I'm fucking reciting that wild ass. Okay. This, then this. 4 of Pentacles. Ain't giving you name. That's what I heard. From 8 to 4. And underneath the 5, I'm keeping all my pentacles. Okay. She seemed to spin in reverse, this Queen of Cups. Usually representing an embodiment of the most love. The Emperor. Is this you? Taking control of your own. I almost got another word. 9 of Swords. I'm hearing trickle down economics of suck. Okay. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey. Running down the avenue, see how the star shines brightly. Ace of Swords. That makes it a 10. Here today, hey. Please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Page of Pentacles. I don't know about y'all, Aquarius. My third house is Aquarius, so maybe when I communicate, y'all will feel me on a different level. Why did I feel like with somebody, did you have to kick somebody out of your house? And I feel like this may or may not be romantic. But the way I'm seeing this, 5 of Pentacles with the 8 and the 4 side by side underneath it, and the Page of Pentacles, like somebody got demoted up. Somebody got demoted up out of your shit. And maybe now they feel a little bit dumb. Maybe they learned from their mistakes, or maybe they're acting immaturely. Queen of Swords, King of Wands. I'm always, I'm slow to even imply. I come from a background where I have been informed, where it's, foolish for a lady. Like how some people feel about letting a single woman live in your house, which my mother might feel that way. I'm not sure. She's had really good girlfriends, though. I don't come from a line of women that don't get along with other women, can't forge relationships of trust with other women, what have you. They're selective about what kind of women typically they have in their lives. So I don't typically be like, never let a woman live in your house with your man. You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to trust both woman and man in that scenario. And if you can't, then I feel like that's God sending you a heads up, girl. Drop off that weight. But that might be a message for somebody. Maybe, you know what? You're an Aquarius, right? And I get, this is a lot of pages. I showed you the Page of Cups, and here's the Page of Wands. I get real immaturity. Did somebody break Aquarius's heart in your own home? Were you the one being generous? I heard sister, and Lord knows that ain't me. Whew, I got a sister, but I can't see it for us. Oh! King of Swords, the Empress, and the Sun. And this is an unconventional way of me pulling these cards, but King of Swords flashed me, and because the Queen of Swords is already out here, I felt as though that's the card. And the Sun. Let me study what I see. We have a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands. King and Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. The Emperor and the Empress are out here. What's at the bottom? 5 of Wands. And here, poking out, is the King of Pentacles. And that is the Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. The Wheel. King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. And then the Star, that's you. Perhaps a new offer is coming through. Two of Cups. Knight of Wands right behind that. Aha, Take On Me. Kanye West, Heartless is coming to mind. The Labyrinth. You have no power over me. And Doctor Strange. There's a lot there. And, which is crazy because I'm listening to the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, which is Marvel as well. All us girls are individuals. And so I've always also been slow to presume that I'm not like other girls in loving Marvel and loving superheroes and shit. I really get big. Some of this happened in your home. Somebody might be observing you in your home. That really, like as it was coming out of my mouth, like you are literally observing me in my home right now. I need more. But I didn't read. So let's find out what these angels have to say. You know what? I had forgotten that Samikiel, the angel of vengeance, is out here. Samikiel, angel of vengeance. When the time comes, we all call its name. It is ever the instinct in our throat when we seek retribution. We choke on it, even as we languish in every syllable. But those who call on Samikiel without cause will have harm fall back upon them threefold. It is the way of Samikiel's sword, cutting in both directions. While we will gird our fragile hearts against being hurt, pain will make its attempts on us by any means necessary. It is in our soul to survive at all costs, even if it means violence. Try to resist the urges of your barbed heart. Samikiel knows not forgiveness. Signs, a sword. We have the Ace of Swords out here. A thorny branch, pierced skin. This totally reminds me of the thorny branch. There's no thorns there. But that's immediately what flashed in my head as I read that. Okay, Materiel, the angel of rain. Where are you at, love? Materiel, angel of rain. Materiel's touch is felt, seen, and heard. Its presence is heavy, filling the air, saturating the ground. Materiel is heralded by thunder clapping through the sky, signaling change and shift. There is a great migration coming, and it arcs like lightning. The potentiality from one body is moving to another, a precarious transference, a swift communion like the arrow taking its target. Awareness is paramount for the journey. Don't try to create an outcome for your future. Be in the moment. Let the rain fall where it may. Signs, a fountain, a cup, an arrow. And yo. Yo. There's a great migration coming, and I picked up on you putting somebody out your house. They were slick for that. God. Okay, Aquarius, the water bearer. I'm trying to fucking connect with the majority of y'all, even if it only be 4 people. Like, how many of y'all out of the 4 want me to read Aquarius, first quarter moon, Capricorn, which is at the bottom of the deck, and the first house? pardon me, y'all. This is, nah, fuck that. Don't pardon me. This is me. But I heard him say, come a little bit closer, you're my kind of man. So big and so strong. Come a little bit closer, I'm all alone, and the night is so long. Okay, you come first. Planetary ruler, Uranus. House 11th, the house of open enemies? Damn. Fixed air and your opposite zodiac on the same axis is Leo. Symbols, silver, orchids, rowan, and scientific instruments. Aquarius is the 11th sign and the great humanitarian of the zodiac, naturally rebellious, and I thought of pirates. Whoa. And the word outlaw. But not like in the Red Dead Redemption 2 outlaw, but like redneck outlaws. Oh gosh. He feels a need to restructure society in order for it to benefit the most people. Because this is so important to him, he can become overzealous and dictatorial, qualities that he set out to destroy. Though Aquarius is a social sign, he does feel more comfortable on his own. He can come across detached and aloof, but if you hit a nerve, you will feel the wrath of his quick temper, his wicked temper. In your natal chart, Aquarius can show you where you are stubborn and set in your ways, but also how you strive to be an original. It is a place of forward thinking, and planetary transits through this sign shake things up in unexpected and inventive ways. In a reading, retreating into your own world is what Aquarius wants you to do when it appears in a reading. Too often we absorb and internalize other people's emotions and neuroses. It's time for you to rid yourself of them. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb for an entire 24/7 and have yourself a staycation. The appearance of Aquarius can also mean it is time to loosen up and get a little crazy. You are being given the opportunity to be out there and unpredictable as you want. If you are someone who plays it safe, you are being offered a free pass to experiment. Make sure you leap into the water. Now is not the time for waiting. Keywords: invention, rebellion, humanitarian, social, offbeat, temperamental, cold, neurotic. Okay. First quarter moon. In a reading at the first quarter moon, the stems and leaves you are developing are beginning to take real form. Your intuition is getting stronger by the day, so placing trust in yourself is paramount to reaching the next stage. You already have the answers you are looking for. As the moon grows, so can nagging thoughts and doubts. The moon is going to continue her cycle whether you accompany her or not. So you may as well keep going. At first I was speaking to a feminine Aquarius, but now I've been reminded of masculine Aquarius energy, sun, moon, rising, Venus, fucking any major personal planets, for real, might be where this shows up. Because as I said, friends, family, workplaces, it's a social house. Okay, Capricorn. Planetary ruler is Saturn. I don't like when I feel like they're talking to me while I'm trying to talk to you. You know what I mean? It's like crosstalk. This ain't where I come for my personal news. But I'm always a student, you know? My rising, my first house is co-ruled by fucking Uranus and Saturn. Please don't play with me, spirit. Okay, house 10th, element earth, cardinal, modality, and opposite Cancer. Y'all. At the bottom of the deck, Cancer, which was our last reading. Okay, maybe I'm not being played with. Maybe they're showing me the beauty of the fractal nature of these readings and how the patterns tend to repeat. Black stones and minerals, wood, fresh paper. I like all those things. The 10th sign of the zodiac is Capricorn and She. Masculine and feminine. We have the Emperor and Empress out here. She is focused on success, respect, and power. She is often depicted as a callous and opportunistic person, and while those behaviors can manifest in her darkest form, she is actually very caring and can be seen encouraging those around her to triumph. I heard a baby playing yesterday while I was sitting outside, and like just the aha, like the fucking baby triumph sound. Oh, it's one of my favorite sounds in the world. In the natal chart, Capricorn shows us where we are cautiously ambitious. We have an urge to succeed, but we make sure it is through proper planning and slow, steady steps. It is possible Capricorn's underlying drive comes from a place of insecurity, so this part of our chart can also show where we felt inadequate as a child. Capricorn often appears in a reading when we are under a lot of pressure to succeed, and this can cast a more serious shadow on our personality. This energy can be effectively channeled into anything we want. So grab a pen and paper and outline the steps to reaching your goal. Be realistic, but remember that believing in yourself is the most important part of the process. If you have been pushing hard and not seeing progress, it may be time to take a step back and evaluate your progress. That annoys me. Okay, maybe you need to change up your routine, like using different words. I'm gonna repeat a fucking word when I could use a synonym today. Or assign certain tasks to specific days when you know they will get your undivided attention. Don't worry, you will get to where you want to be. I got laundry I gotta fold today. Keywords: determined, hardworking, logical, focused, respect, callous, insecure. I feel the need to say, Aquarius, whether you're masculine or feminine, if somebody played in your energy, in your home, in your sense of security and safety, you're not wrong for having a little bit of insecurity pop up, if you do, to, what's it called? Heal. Address it. Address it is, sometimes I get tired of using the word heal, because in actuality, healing seems to be a pattern of addressing your patterns, your idiosyncrasies, your goals, and reorienting yourself over and over and over again. And this causes a biofeedback. You change your life, you change the structure of your brain, you change your expectations, and on and on. That's what healing is. And look, the sun is at the bottom, and the sun came out here too. Let me address masculine Aquarius. The star, baby. Hey! The star, Two of Cups, and the Tower. I get the feeling that a masculine knows a feminine that he is no longer connected to, that is not this Empress, or they might have a child together, she might be pregnant, but this lady is like too messy to keep. I don't know if I can elucidate it more than that. I feel like, did I reverse these? I feel like it was the Two of Cups, then the Tower, which I think is Mount Vesuvius. I rarely feel the need to read and remind myself about these cards, but let's find out. Hey. Mount St. Helens. After experiencing a sudden disaster, your foundation has been shaken to the core. We have the Four of Wands out here before the Queen of Wands, who I respect as an archetype, but I am, for my feminine Aquarius, this doesn't apply to you. For a masculine Aquarius connected to a feminine, you might have had to put somebody out of your house. And it makes me feel a little bit like I feel a feeling, and maybe you feel a way about this, because the king is fixed energy, fixed air, so that's Aquarius, representing the masculine Aquarius. Hey, what up, boo? But like, I fucking hate it. I hate to even say it. I don't know whether this person is like a sister or a cousin. Goodness, your mother. But this person is too erratic to have in your home, pregnant or not. Wild. That's deep. Like, that makes me kind of feel like I want to shed a tear. Have you shed a tear over this, mister? I would understand. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep your space secure. I definitely said open enemies. This woman might have been openly adversarial to you, kind of using the pregnancy as like a buffer. Like, what are you gonna do, bitch? Wow. Your world has been turned upside down, and perhaps you are now second guessing everything. Know that the forces that caused this event were out of your control. Be assured that from the chaos can come growth and positive change. Disaster, sudden change, release, revelation. Maybe you still feel a way about this. I don't know whether this is something that's happened recently or in the past, distant past, recent past, but I feel like you feel a way about this, mister. Maybe it made you feel a way about your leadership skills, your benevolent patriarchal sense of self. Like, damn, how come you couldn't influence this woman to fucking behave well enough to just be able to chill in a spot where that you've made safe and secure? There's 3 different pages out here. Did your mother come to live with you pregnant and with siblings? 2 pages of wands. Maybe a Gemini. I don't know why that came out. Maybe it's because of the page of wands 2 times. That's not, my personal story, but when you have a healing proclivity in life, you tend to meet a lot of people. Look, Ace of Swords, I'm not lying to you. When you have a healing proclivity, you tend to meet people who come from real varied backgrounds. You tend to hear stories that you never thought you would hear straight from the horse's mouth. The Hermit. So maybe now you're sitting in the cut and wondering how you will explain to your younger siblings, hoping they understand. Needing to transmute the energy of having a toxic mother with Cancer over here at the bottom. And the 5 of Wands here as well. 9 of Wands. Damn, like having lifetime. Wow. And the Moon. 10 of Wands, like having a lifetime of having to heal from just one person. And damn, feminine Aquarius, if it was your mother in your home, that hits different as well. Whether you're the son or the daughter of a mother, those are very unique positions. Just as a son or a daughter and their distance or closest to their own fathers. This is crazy. And this isn't, damn, this is one of those times where I wish that there were more people connected to my energy here in this channel, because I feel like this is I don't feel like I know this is somebody's, all of these different scenarios apply to a person. Probably a person who watches tarot, or whether they just dipped in or they've been around for a while. Queen of Cups again over this. But as I said, for some of you, this feminine that there was a severance from, there might be mess around whether or not you were intimately connected to this Queen of Wands, and that I suspect that you were, as a King of Wands, that there's a lot of controversy surrounding the pregnancy, your relationship to them in any committed sense. I don't know whether y'all were taking turns breadcrumbing each other, or it's one to the other, but I'm definitely seeing a need to be real mature. And Lord knows it ain't easy if, let's say that you haven't had to put a pregnant mother out of your home. 7 of Pentacles. But let's say you have had a strained relationship with a mother who perhaps had several children, and some ways about her that were stagnant, cyclical, and you might have chosen someone who is remarkably similar to her in your unhealed state. This person might be like actually an open enemy. Damn. As the 6 of Wands is out here, people might see this. For feminine Aquarius, I feel like, damn, you might be connected to a masculine like this. Maybe somebody that you don't see anymore or haven't seen in a long time. 6 of Swords. Wow. Details of this might all connect to somebody's one story. You know, sometimes it be messy like that. Sometimes it's just a detail or two that make a scenario over the Ace of Swords. That make a scenario, I don't even know how to, messy. I fucking knew I would do it. Wheel of Fortune. Masculine, if you are in a situation like this and if you have a child present in a situation like this, I have a child with somebody that I am not with, and something that I know for a fact. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm not even telling you what I intuit. I'm telling you, in the 12 years that I've known this person, karma has always come back to me when I was less than authentic, when I was less than compassionate, and this only amplified after we had a blood tie of a child. It's just like, regardless of what this person does, you kind of got to do it by the book. You have to be able to empathize with this person on a level. And you have to be fair with them and with yourself in relation to them. And this is not just for your karma, but for the intergenerational karma that you could be creating for this child. Because just like you learn patterns from, like I said, the closeness or distance from your parents, your caregivers, your fucking adoptive parents, Eight of Cups, Queen of Wands, that if you're leaving, you're going to have to sever this by the book. You have to communicate simply and clearly, you have to mind your tongue. I don't know whether this person is like a villainous. It's crazy because in Cancer reading, I was speaking about how in highly emotionally charged, that's the Nine of Swords, highly emotionally charged situations, you can paint somebody else as the villain when really y'all are taking turns. You know? Like, it's hard to find yourself in a quarrel if you're not quarreling. It's hard to have drama if you don't give it energy. If you got a whole fucking pinnacle for the drama, then you reap what you sow, you know? And I fucking understand. I'm the best version of myself right now. And I ain't forget really none of that shit. Because while I forget details, they fade with time. I don't fucking forget a lesson. And I don't forget the way a lesson makes me feel. You be out here looking crazy as fuck, not learning your lessons. There's the Six of Pentacles again. If you're going back and forth, and I was going to say back and forth to this Queen of Wands, you need not. If you're going, and as I was saying that, if you're going back and forth between a Queen of Wands and an Empress, you definitely need to cut that shit out, but don't listen to me. Don't listen to me if you don't want to, because the Star, she'll do your energy better than you do, is what I got. Like, if you're the only Aquarius and she doesn't happen to be another Aquarius or with prominent Aquarius placements, I have a feeling that if you don't get on healing, if you don't get on, like, your journey of integrity and stop being with the shits, that she's gonna out Aquarius you and heal while you're fucking around. Yeah, that's what I get. Let's mess with these. In perfect timing. And here is I'm not in love. Fluid. Seriousness. You wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. I don't feel like, I don't feel like she's waiting. With this one, I feel like it might have appeared she was waiting at some point, but I'm getting the same vibe as I got when I explained that a lot of times people think they're doing magic on somebody, but all they're doing is cross-correlating things that don't belong. You had a bellyache, and they think it's because they stood out under the fucking full moon and talked shit about you. Because they put you in a jar with some spicy shit. But it's because you ate wild wings for too many days in a row. Aquarius is at the bottom again here. And it made me stop because Andromeda, beauty, is here. Feminine Aquarius, if you did have to put a friend out of your home, I get the feeling it's because they were jealous of you. And why do I feel like you might have already known that? Kind of like masculine might have known that his feminine, I'm reluctant to call her a karmic, but he might have known that she was, kind of his match, and they were both tangling with their own demons. And maybe they were both guarded to being really vulnerable and open with each other, which leaves a lot of room for moving funny and triggering each other. I definitely get somebody that started a new life with somebody that they don't really understand because they're not really understanding themselves yet. But we all manifest our own lessons. How we interact with them, we get to choose, even in the midst of them. Use your imagination. I can envision how, even from whatever it is, an array, like a timeline split of many different ways this could turn out better by increments and by miles. Million girls, I love them, then I leave them alone. Guide, capture. I didn't care how much they cried. No, sir. Hate. Yeah. When you treat other people badly, family, it usually has, I can't even say usually. I feel like this is something I know too about the psychology and the way people work. You got to have the hate inside to project it outside. It's a measure of self-loathing. Like when you hurt people, especially the more maliciously it is, the more self-loathing there is, whether it's identified or not, because it self-sabotages the ability to closely connect in a way that people desire. Like, I don't really like to bring them up, but like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, they had deep urges for connectivity and to experience the vulnerability of others, but they could not bring themselves to give the same. Instead, they, like many of us, but at extremes, they gave into delusions, gave into fantasy, nostalgia, feeling like they were secret spying their own life. I feel like I'm almost done now. I might just be getting a message to stop shuffling and see what's at the bottom. Abundance? Okay, they're telling me, yeah. I done shared, and I'm telling you, please extract what wisdom you can. And be ready to sacrifice something, because whenever we need to make a pivotal change in our lives, it's always because of something that we were reluctant to let go of. Pessimism, something that we feel like we can't live without, whether it's some element of ego or some attachment, some sense of control or power that you think you got over it, but really the only influence and power you really have is over what you do from moment to moment. Protect your neck, fam. By moving strategically and orienting yourself on the path of your highest good. Because if you do that, you'll never fucking miss. And if you don't do that, you will have fucking anger at the self to deal with in between you, your optimism, and your rebirth. Maybe rebirthing an attraction to something else. Amen to that. I love y'all, and I'll be back tomorrow.